Hello, Jim. Tech goes back with the Pixel Buds. We have them a little bit longer now, rather than give you a review after 3 days, which I think is just pointless and not fully honest and full assessment of battery life and everything else. We said we'd hold on, give it a little bit longer to have a better idea. Plus, we're also waiting on the EQ equalizer. Hopefully, it'll come in an update before then, but it hasn't. So we're going to go and talk about what we've taught them so far, which is around 3 weeks now, and which is a fair enough assessment to discuss. So as for the shape, you can see it is totally different, as you would have seen in the unboxing in comparison with the Pixel Buds A we did last. You can see left and right there. They do have an odd shape, but they fit really well and they're really comfortable, and they look really cool as well. And I like them, and they've got a decent seal. So we're going to have a look at the app first. The app is native, as you know, on Pixel devices, and it'll come up different through your other phones. So you've got your Google Assistant here, and it works really well. You've got your tutorials, spoken notifications. So we will speak out notifications that you get on your device, which is excellent. So you don't have to take your phone out and listen. And you have got all these other options in that department there. You've got send diagnostics. You can say these words to wake up, all that stuff, you know, yourself, your device settings. Back in here, so you got your find device as well, as you know how that works. Your touch controls, so these are gestures, not touches, as you know, and these work really well too. So you can swipe forwards and backwards to raise and lower the volume, which is just a swipe like that. And you've got single tap for play and pause, double tap for next track. So if we open up our player, and that's the YouTube, it's the wrong one, in the music folder. So you've got our options there. So what you can do is, it doesn't split that app, I don't think. You can see here, you can raise the volume by swiping forward. I'm going to pop them in the ears actually, and right and left, put them in, make sure they're in the right. Swipe backwards to lower volume, and you have got single tap for play and pause, and you've got double tap for next track or next call, triple tap previous track. So for example, if we go in here, you can see you can skip in tracks there. Your swipe for the volume, that's volume up and volume down, and your reverse track there. So that's basically how they work. It's really simple. It's just a gesture across, which is real easy, and they're very easy to use, which is great. So into the sound, you've got noise cancellation, which works quite well. For examples, I have a fan beside me all the time, especially in hot weather, and that completely blocks that fan out, which is nice. And outdoor noise as well. You've got transparency, which is also quite good. You've got your volume equalizer here, so it enhances your bass and treble frequencies at lower levels, but you don't have the full suite of EQ settings here, which is coming shortly, which I kind of thought would have came with them, which is a disappointment, but nonetheless it's coming. But they are really good, as is, you know, as stock, as you want, if you want to call it that. So you've got multi-point on, you've got audio switching on, and you've got your ear seal check. I suggest you do that as well, to get the best out of them. You know, a lot of earbuds will come with this new ear check thing here, which is good. It's easy. It only takes you a couple of minutes to do it, and you should do it and make sure you have the right buds to get the best audio enhancement possible. And the ANC is quite good on these too, which is important. And again, there's a good bit of passive ANC, and you pop these in as is, but do check the ear tips. It'll tell you anyway if they're wrong for you, which is good. And it's, as I said earlier, it's coming up in a lot of earbuds now, and you know, it's a feature worth looking into and using at your disposal, because it's there. So you should do it, and it'll be all good. So you've got your HD audio, AAC, your phone calls, media audio, and contact sharing. So that's all in the app there as well, which is really good. So overall, the battery life is excellent as well, actually, and it's much improved over the previous one, but they're bigger earbuds, so you have bigger capacity inside to make room for a better battery. And it really improved over even the Pixel, the first earbuds. So it's quite a difference between these and the originals and the Pixel A. And they are really excellent across the board. The only thing that kind of annoys me is the EQ missing out of it. So for your calls and all that kind of stuff, they're great. Videos, music, all that stuff is great. And they work really well. And the next thing is people are going to say, are they actually worth the money? So you have a lot of competition at this price point and a lot of brands out there. There's higher priced earbuds, lower priced earbuds, but these are the 200 mark I'd put them at, which they are. And you have a lot of competitors at that price range. So style will be one factor. People will want, this mightn't suit everybody. As you can see, it's a completely different style as before. And that's some people like stemmed earbuds. Some people just like a simple earbud you pop in, but these are slightly different, but they fit well. Don't be off put by the shape of them, as you can see there. They fit well, they give a good seal, and the music is quite good. They're not as loud as I'd like them to be, I suppose, but for me, I have always liked my earbuds loud. They could be louder. Hopefully that'll improve in an update. I did find the old ones, I think, a little bit louder, but not loud enough for me. But still, they're still great earbuds regardless of the volume. The volume is just my personal thing. No, it's not great for your ears and all that, but I just like to have my earbuds loud. When I put these on, I like to test them and be left alone and listen to the earbuds, listen to the music and enjoy it and see how these products get along. And that's just me, how I've always been. And that's really all there is to it. So other features that are in there which are notable, as mentioned, calls are excellent as well. Really good calls, good clarity both ends, which is really nice. And you've got your multi-point connectivity, which is good. So you've different sound sources there. And you can go from one device to another, which is excellent. So if you're working on a laptop and your computer, say, or your phone, you can swap around, which is good. And your Google, I love the Google Assistant factor here as well inside. Plus that will call out your messages and all that kind of stuff as well. And that's excellent too. I really like that built in too. Really good. Saves you having to take your phone out of your pocket and get distracted as well. So that's another important, and that's a important thing. That's a feature I really like. You've got your wireless charging as well with the case, which is nice. So we'll show you. We'll just pop that back in there. And we get that one as well. Wireless charging is cool for those who have adopted it like myself. So here's our wireless charging pad here, and just make sure we have some power left. And we do. You just pop them down like so, and they will charge. Just make sure that's actually on. You can see the light there now. So they are charging there, so pretty cool. So if you're a wireless charging fan, that's in there too. And that's probably about it. So another good thing is if you're running low on battery, if you don't like wireless charging, 5 minutes of charge will give you an hour, you know, which is pretty good. And you'll also see less battery life than stated if you've got your ANC on and your volume full in real life terms, but their status of battery life is pretty good and up there with what they say, which is pretty good. So, you know, they're up there with other earbuds too in that department. And that's pretty much it. So that's really all. The only thing in here is you do have a nice bit of bass there, as mentioned, and that's good. But I expect to see the other update, which will bring you a full suite of EQ features, which will be really cool, and I can't wait to see that come. As I remember last time the earbuds got updated, they didn't come too, and it really enhanced them even more, which is great. But I still don't understand why it didn't come out with them being the pro version, which is slightly annoying, but it is what it is. These things happen and all that kind of stuff there. So you've all that there, your transparency mode, you can turn them off. Everything is in there that you need. The app is pretty decent as it is there, as you can see. and you can see our battery and status life there and all that kind of stuff. And again, they do connect fairly fast too. There you go. You seen how quick that happened there, literally just out of the box and on, which is excellent. So again, they're correct there, and they're saying they're fast connection, and you can see that yourself there, lightning quick connection, which is excellent. So that really is about it. Really nice earbuds, different design, but I like them. They fit well. Don't let that put you off. As I said, they do look different, but overall good seal. And we're on the earbud, get a good seal, do your test and enjoy. They're worth the money. Yeah, that's what people ask, are they worth the money? They are indeed. And that's putting them up against a lot of competition. But after that, you could say it's down to style and sound signature, really. But yeah, I like these, and they look really well, and they do look little power mints again, but they still are really nice mints, you should say. But they're nice, they fit well, they don't stick out too much, even though they're a little bit bigger. They look cool and they sound cool, and that's the important thing. And you've got everything that you need there off the bat, out of the box, ready to go. And that's about it. They are good. So, up to you. At the end of the day, what you think. As mentioned, sound excellent, videos excellent, calls excellent, anything like that you're doing with them, it all comes across great. And you've got good battery life as well. And that's a lot of what people like to know, particularly with earbuds, is battery life and the sound. Overall, the sound is great. It's very well balanced, and probably the easiest way to say it, put it across the board with not getting too technical about it. But the highs, lows, and mids are all fine and all that kind of stuff there. But let's see what happens when the EQ gets updated. We'll be back with another quick review on that when it does land. I'll let you know what we think. But that's it for now with the Pixel Buds Pro. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.